This is the Nintendo Switch. It's Nintendo's successor to the Wii U, a home console that had some fascinating ideas but fell flat in way of execution. And yet, the Switch has more in common with mobile devices like the iPad or the slew of Android tablets that have gained mainstream popularity, something that Nintendo has lacked since the days of the Wii. Can the Switch rekindle what popularity Nintendo has lost? Watch out in our review. In the box, you get two Joy-Cons with a grip that lets you use them as one single controller, two Joy-Con caps that let you strap a Joy-Con to your wrist when playing motion-controlled games like 1-2 Switch, the Switch dock, an HDMI cable, a USB power adapter, and the tablet which houses the guts that power the entire experience. As you probably know by now, the Switch is a hybrid console. On the go, you have a generous 6.2-inch display that throws up images in 720p. With a Joy-Con, the de facto controllers for the Switch on either side. Drop it into your dock and it becomes your usual home console. For most part, it's a sturdy piece of kit constructed out of durable plastic. It doesn't feel toy-like like the Wii U, and nor does it feel cheap like most Android tablets do. It's not shiny, making it far from a fingerprint magnet. If, like us, you've spent a better part of the decade with Nintendo handhelds like the DS or 3DS, you'll find the lack of a stylus to be odd. But it's something you'll get over soon enough. Using it in handheld mode, the Switch's LCD panel is bright with fairly accurate colors, and the Joy-Cons are a treat to use when attached to the tablet or otherwise. While some have reported that the Joy-Cons are prone to desyncing or losing a connection to the device, we didn't notice this at all despite trying it at various ranges. We saw around 3 hours of battery life in The Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild, and almost double in less graphically intensive games such as Puyo Puyo Tetris. Not too shabby, all things considered. More so when you can use a power bank to charge it on the go. The stand at the back is the sole flimsy component from an otherwise sturdy device and covers the memory card slot. Using the Switch on a TV is straightforward. The dock doesn't provide any additional processing grunt, but is well designed, allowing you to hide HDMI and power cables from plain sight. Our only grouse is that it should have been lined with a soft material to prevent any scratches on the screen of the tablet. The performance of games in handheld and home console mode is almost the same. Barring a slightly smoother frame rate in the Breath of the Wild in a few segments, they run near identical. Visually, you're restricted to 720p on the go, which is upscaled to 1080p on a bigger screen. While the Switch uses game cartridges that are region-free, you can even augment its 32GB of inbuilt storage, out of which 25GB is usable, with an SD card. These SD cards can go up to 2TB according to Nintendo, but right now you can only buy a SD card up to 256GB of storage. Furthermore, Nintendo has also allowed you to buy games digitally across stores. What this means is you could have a PAL or a European Nintendo Switch and use a Japanese account to buy Japanese games. There's no problem whatsoever. It's similar to how Sony operates its digital storefronts with the PS4, and it's a welcome addition, something Nintendo should have done a long time ago. All of this is powered by a simple to use interface. The UI is straightforward with clear and easy to understand menus. The same applies to the eShop that's easy to use as well. There's a news section which shows off the latest and greatest from Nintendo too. Sharing screenshots is easy. A simple tap of the dedicated sharing button lets you capture a screenshot, and the Switch's memory management is good enough to let you suspend the game you're in to tweet your image or post to Facebook. And no, you can't record video just yet. Nintendo says that'll be coming in a future update. What's more is, when you're downloading a game, you won't know what the file size is, only how much time it'll take to download it, which is odd in a console in 2017. What's also odd is that you can't pause a download either. With Zelda being a fantastic launch title and solid games in Disgaea 5 and I Am Setsuna, as well as indie fare like Shovel Knight and Fast RMX Racing, the Nintendo Switch has enough for all sorts of gamers. There's the likes of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2 and ARMS on the way as well. From a software standpoint, you can't fault Nintendo's launch day efforts. Our only grouse is that 1-2 Switch, which retails for 4,000 rupees or $50 in the US, should have been a pack-in title. The Nintendo Switch is proof that someone at the company owns a mobile device, knows how to use it, and is able to marry that with the company's homegrown console expertise. It might not have the horsepower of the PS4 Pro or even the Xbox One, but that means very, very little when the experience is as good as it is. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, probably leave a comment, tell us what you think, tell us what's your favorite console, perhaps what's your favorite Nintendo moment, we'd love to know. And you can even follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Gadgets360.